You've done the research. You know Northern Virginia has strong schools, stable real estate, and easy access to DC and all the military. But now it's time to understand what this region is made of, because it is really about the three distinct counties up here: Fairfax, Loudoun, and Prince William counties, with communities that each one has a little bit different safety profile, price points, and personalities. Knowing which county you're in Northern Virginia matters as much as knowing which neighborhood you want to be in. So today I'm breaking down the 5 communities where the numbers are genuinely strong, and I'm going to be explaining exactly why location within this region is more nuanced than any listing will tell you. I'm Kristin Borostyan, and I specialize in helping people navigate life transition moves in Northern Virginia and Richmond, so that they walk away with the best possible fit for their family. I've moved across the country myself several times. I've bought and sold through many different market shifts. So when I talk about what it actually feels like to find a safe, stable community for your family, I'm not just reading off of a spreadsheet. I have lived this experience, and I've personally had to do what you're doing right now. And today you're going to discover the top 5 safest communities in Northern Virginia in 2026 based on current crime data, school performance, community design, and what I see working right here in these neighborhoods every single week. If you're seriously considering a move to Northern Virginia, I'd love to help you put together a personalized game plan. There's a link in the description below to schedule a free call with me. No obligation, no pressure, just my honest advice and opinion. I do get calls and emails all the time from people who are relocating to Northern Virginia, and I love helping every single one of them. So let's dive into it. So first on the list is Burke, Virginia. And I wanted to start here because the timing couldn't be more relevant. U.S. News and World Report just ranked Burke the #1 place to live in all of Virginia for 2026. Not just Northern Virginia, all of Virginia. This is in Fairfax County. And as someone who transacts in Burke regularly, I can tell you that ranking is well earned and not at all surprising to those of us who really know the Burke area. So what makes Burke so safe? The numbers are clear. Burke's crime rate is well below both Virginia state average and the national average, with an A+ rating. It also gets an A+ rating on school safety, metrics, active neighborhood watch programs throughout the community. This is the kind of place where kids actually ride their bikes around the neighborhood, and parents feel completely comfortable with them doing that. The median household income in Burke is approximately $183,000, nearly double the Virginia median, and that economic stability is one of the strongest indicators of long-term community safety. On schools, I gotta say, Burke is one of those Fairfax County public schools, and it's one of the top-ranked school districts in the country. The anchor school there is Lake Braddock Secondary, located right on Burke Lake Road, and it does a 7 through 12 program. It ranks in the top 10% of all schools in Virginia, with 87% of the students proficient in math, 89 in reading, both well above the state average. So schools and safety meet here, and families love it. Burke delivers on all accounts, and from a real estate standpoint, Burke is one of the most competitive markets in Northern Virginia right now, and understandably so. The typical home value sits around a little above $700,000, and it can go up to $850,000, $900,000, depending on where you're at and what's going on. Most people get 100% of their list price when they do go on the market. So we have market confidence here, and buyers do not hesitate when making an offer. What I love most about Burke is that it really does strike a balance between what most communities can't pull off. It's an established enough area, and it's got deep roots, but it's connected enough that you can be in DC in under 30 minutes. You can take the VRE commuter rail, and you can be wherever you need to be pretty easily. It has a lot of amenities. Burke Lake Park is one of them. We have dining and shopping in a community that generally looks out for its residents, and it's been doing so for decades. So if you want the #1 ranked community in Virginia with a data-backed safety, top schools, and real estate market that proves why people want to be here, Burke would be your starting point. So number 2 in Virginia is Great Falls, Virginia. It's also in Fairfax County, and this is the one for families who want a little bit more space and privacy and peace of mind all in one place. So let's start with the data. Great Falls ranks in the 91st percentile for overall safety nationally. Its total crime rate is lower than 60% of all the state in Virginia, 66% lower than the national average. Very safe. And when you look at those numbers, Great Falls is really is a very safe community to live in anywhere in this, Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. Great Falls has a more rural, maybe in a state-like feel because there's big homes and land there, and it's really nice to be in Northern Virginia and get that. So when you think of it, think of larger lots, a lot of custom-built homes, mature trees, long driveways, real privacy. The median home runs around a little over $1 million to $2 million, and then it goes all the way up into the full luxury market. The median household income here is about $250,000, nearly 3 times the Virginia state median. And that really reflects a community of long-term, deeply invested residents. What's worth noting about Great Falls from a safety standpoint is, yes, the community affluence contributes to those low crime numbers, but it's more than just that. This is a place where residents have made a very intentional choice about how they want to live. There's a shared, deeply held commitment to preserving the quiet residential character of the area, which means less through traffic, less transient activity, and more neighbors who are really paying attention. Families move to Great Falls specifically for, the Fairfax County Public Schools, where the graduation school rate is at 99%, and that protected, peaceful environment that the kids are growing up in. Great Falls Park puts stunning natural beauty right in your backyard with trails along the Potomac that feel like a world away from the city. If you're looking for a luxurious, secure sanctuary where your family has room to breathe, Great Falls deserves a very serious look. All right, leaving Fairfax County and going over to Loudoun County, this is where things kind of get interesting, especially if you want safety data that genuinely stands out. Aldie, Virginia is one of the fastest growing communities in Northern Virginia, and its safety profile is extraordinary. Aldie ranks in the 97th percentile for overall safety nationwide with an A+ overall crime rate. So for violent crimes specifically, Aldie sits in the 99th percentile. That's about as safe as you can get anywhere in the country. Violent crime runs under 0.8 incidents per 1,000 residents. And I want you to just listen to that for a second because those are really remarkable numbers for a very dense, growing suburban community. Very, very safe here. And the growth is happening safely by design here. So Aldie is a largely newer master plan community, meaning safety was kind of built into the blueprint from the beginning. Well-lit streets, intentional sidewalks, common areas positioned to create natural visibility and neighborhood oversight. How a community is designed directly shapes how safe it is. And Aldie is a textbook example of getting that right. Schools here are served by Loudoun County Public Schools, including, the high school and the newer Light Ridge High School, both part of the most respected school districts in Virginia. The community amenities, you've got pools and clubhouses and extensive trail systems throughout. So you create this nice social connection of people being out and about enjoying the amenities. People here aren't just neighbors, they're actually connected to each other. I've worked with many young families who choose Aldie because it delivers on the combination that matters. Modern homes, planned community, strong value relative to the rest of the Northern Virginia market, top-tier schools, and peace of mind for safety that every parent is searching for. All right, 4th on our list is Ashburn, Virginia, and that's still in Loudoun County, so you're getting all of that we just talked about, and it's arguably the most well-planned master community in all of Northern Virginia. Ashburn has grown exponentially over the last 20 years, and it maintains a strong, consistent safety record throughout all of that growth. And again, it comes down to intentional design. Ashburn was built with dedicated walking paths, green space woven throughout the community, and a community that values bringing people together to create that neighborhood feel. And because you have that, you keep crime down. Ashburn's also home to a large concentration of tech companies and government contractors, which has built a highly educated, highly engaged population. And that community engagement translates directly into safety. People here are paying attention. They know their neighborhoods, they know their neighbors, they show up, and the schools are top rated under Loudoun County Public School District. So there's no shortage of sending your kids to school and finding things to do for the family. You've got sport leagues, you've got community festivals, you've got farmers market. And the energy of One Loudoun, this is a place with genuine community, culture, not just houses all built up next to each other. What I find most impressive about Ashburn is how it manages being one of the fastest growing areas in the country while still keeping its residents safe. And it's very accessible because you've got highly active HOAs, community identity, and you've got a zip code that's pretty big, and all of these things work together. If you want a vibrant, modern community where safety is engineered into the DNA, Ashburn is an exceptional choice. And now, our fifth community, the final one, the hidden gem I promised you at the top, Haymarket, Virginia, in Prince William County. That's where I'm standing today. This is my listing if you're interested. This is if you're deep into the Northern Virginia research, and Haymarket, Virginia has not come up yet, I want you to stop and pay attention here, because this one surprises almost everyone that comes out here, because it's a little bit farther for the commute to DC, but the data is very strong here. Haymarket ranks in the 88th percentile for safety nationwide. It's safer than 88% of the cities across the entire country. It creates an A grade for crime and safety with an overall crime rate dramatically lower than the national average and virtually no reported violent crime. And the entire county is moving in a powerful direction. Prince William County reported violent crime dropped nearly 17 to 19% in 2025 compared with the prior year, and the overall crime is down about 10%. That's a county that is actively getting safer year over year, and Haymarket is leading the trend. Now let's talk homes, because this is where Haymarket makes an argument for itself in a way that's hard to argue with. The median sale for homes is around that upper $700,000, and that's up about 19% year over year. And you are significantly getting more house out here than you would in Fairfax County at a similar price point. We're talking spacious lots, big family homes, multi-generational homes, real square footage, real open space. Haymarket signature communities, Dominion Valley Country Club, the villages at Piedmont are essentially self-contained little towns. Dominion Valley alone features 2 golf courses, multiple resort-style pools, a full country club, shopping center, schools on or adjacent to the property. And homes there start around $1 million, a little above $1 million, with mature trees that were planted over 20 years ago, giving the whole area a park-like feel that newer communities simply cannot replicate. The schools are served by Prince William County Public Schools, the second largest public school district in Virginia. Battlefield High School and Patriot High School consistently rank among the top high schools in the state. If your kid's education is a deciding factor, and I know it is, because safety in schools go hand in hand with families, Haymarket actually delivers. And the community character here is very special. Haymarket has a genuine, historic, small-town identity, founded in the 18th century, and the people who live here are proud of it. Every October, you have a Haymarket Day, which draws people from all over. You have street festivals and a parade, live entertainment, and local vendors. Voted the area's best community event, I would say, multiple years running now, because so many people come from the community and around the community. So that's not a manufactured sense of community, that's the real thing. And commuter access, even though it is a little bit outside of the normal way, you can get connected via I-66, and you can go to DC, Tyson's, the Northern Virginia, job corridor, without the premium price of a house and land. Safety backed by data is top notch. Large, beautiful homes, excellent schools, a community with real identity. Haymarket is your hidden gem, and it's arguably one of the best kept secrets in all of Northern Virginia. People who live here absolutely love it. Okay, I promised you at the top of the video that there was one crucial factor that maybe most people overlook when researching safe communities, and here it is: community design and social cohesion. Crime data is a backward-looking thing. It tells you what has happened. But the communities that stay safe over time, through market shifts, through growth, through change, are the ones where neighbors are actually connected to each other and they are genuinely connected to each other. Streets are designed so people can see each other. HOAs function the way they're supposed to. Community events aren't optional. Everybody goes. They're part of the culture. Every single community on this list has that in common, and that is something no algorithm can fully capture unless you come here and experience it yourself. And you will the moment you walk down any of these streets in any of these neighborhoods. When you're doing your research, don't just look at schools or the crime map. Ask yourself, do people here actually know each other? That answer is going to tell you everything. And if you're weighing a move to Northern Virginia and you want someone in your corner who actually knows what's going on and knows these communities, not just the data, well, I know the streets, I know the schools, I know the feel of a lot of these neighborhoods. I would love to connect with you. There's a link in the description somewhere here where you can schedule a free call with me. It's no pressure. I'm not going to pitch you about this place. I'm going to listen to what you and your family need and then give you some honest, straightforward guidance on what community, what county might actually really serve you well. If this video helped you, please subscribe, put a like, make a comment down below. I put out content like this for people who are moving here and moving out of here. Drop a comment. Love to hear from you. What is your best community out of these 5? And give me a reason why. I read all of them. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the next one.